Hello and welcome everyone to another Monday and another Daily 8 on the News 8 Live Desk. Phil Penarski here with the top 8 stories that you need to know for your day. Hope everybody is having an awesome start to the week so far. We've got 8 stories lined up for you today, and we should go ahead and get started with a story that most people probably noticed in the skies yesterday. Maybe something that was a little off. Well, that's because several fire departments had to battle fires for most of the day amid a red flag warning that took up about 14 different counties here in West Michigan. Those 14 counties includes Kent County, right here in Kent County, where we saw some hazy, smoggy skies. It appeared to be that warning, that red flag warning, lasted until about 8 p.m. yesterday. Burn bans were also placed in effect to help keep the amount of fires down as much as possible for the counties, but a handful of fires still did break out. The current dry pattern that we've been experiencing in West Michigan played a huge role in that, as well as all the high winds we saw, and we will hopefully learn a little bit more from the National Weather Service coming up on how long we could potentially see this, or if we see any more red flag warnings in the near future. And our second story takes us to Battle Creek, where a man was arrested this weekend after leading police on a chase for over 50 miles. That is according to multiple law enforcement agencies. It started when authorities were called to an area in Plainfield Township Saturday night on reports of gunfire. Once on the scene, though, a silver Chevy Silverado sped off from the scene. That same vehicle was then reported a short time later to be driving recklessly. And then at about 9:30 p.m. that night, authorities were called and they found the Silverado. It was spotted, and police then attempted to stop it and pull it over for a traffic stop, but the Silverado took off into Hastings. The chase eventually ended after the Silverado drove over some stop sticks set up by the Barry Township Police Department there. The driver was charged with fleeing and eluding, multiple weapon and drug offenses, and also a probation violation for reckless driving. And we are officially less than a month away from the November 5th presidential election. And if you still have some questions regarding absentee ballots or early voting, well, we've got all the answers for you. You can find out how to register to vote, get your absentee ballots, and all of those other questions, how to get those mailed in, and so much more right now simply by heading on over to our website, woodtv.com. And this is also a good time to remind everybody that we will also be hosting the Michigan Senate debate tomorrow night right here on Wood TV 8. You will be hearing from former Representative Mike Rogers and current Representative Alyssa Slotkin on key issues. That will be happening live starting at 7 p.m. and you can find more information on that debate, how to tune in, where you can find it, all that right now over on our website as well. And we're even closer. We're close to the election, but we're even closer to the start of odd and even parking happening in the city of Grand Rapids. Starting on November 1st, the seasonal parking rules begin in many neighborhoods in the city. On odd days, you must park on the odd number side of the street from 1 a.m. to 6 p.m. and that same goes for all the even days of the week. You'll park on the even numbered sides of the streets. This will allow street sweepers and snowplows to access the streets more effectively in case of snow or potential leaves and other debris in the roadways. These rules will be in effect until April 1st, and if you break them, you could face a $20 fine. And it's Monday, and that means that there is a brand new Sunday story from digital reporter Matt Jarowski for us to check out over on our website. This week's story is all about the history of the Blue Bridge right here in Grand Rapids. We learn about more about how the 575-foot-long bridge came to be, how it changed over time, and how it got its iconic blue hue. The full story can be found right now over on our website, woodtv.com. And a Kalamazoo woman just hit the jackpot, literally, thanks to a scratch-off ticket she bought recently. The woman, who chose to remain anonymous, won $2 million from her ticket. She recently came to collect her winnings. That is according to the Michigan Lottery. She chose the lump sum option, which means that she'll get about $1.3 million. And she says that she plans to use the winnings to pay off some bills and then save the remainder of it for her children. All right, well, now let's take a step aside, get you a look at your forecast. Here is Storm Teammate meteorologist Matt Kirkwood now with that.
Okay, welcome to the coolest week ahead. About the coolest we've had dating all the way back to spring. We have a string of 60-degree days and some cool mornings, likely giving us some frost, at least in outlying areas. Lots of sunshine, though, even in the midst of this cooler pattern. High pressure in control of our weather, and that's going to basically scar away the clouds, any of that were out there. We're looking at mostly sunny conditions today, giving way to a clear sky tonight. Low temperatures all the way down to around 40 degrees. That's in the metro areas. Outlying areas will likely see some 30s, hence the patchy frost out there. And that's going to be the case Tuesday right on through Thursday. Friday will be the warmest day in the stretch, and boy, we need the rain. We're going to have to wait to at least Sunday for our next chance of rain. So you'll have to continue watering your lawn if you want to stay green for a while.
All right, thanks, Matt. And our last story of the day is a perfect way to end things. For the past 3 months, Chris McCoy has been taking his barbershop skills to Hartside Park by giving out free haircuts to the community. He created The Rebirth, an organization that aims to give back to the community with the help of other barbers and volunteers looking to help. Though they chose Hartside Park to host these free barbershops, as that tends to be where a lot of people who are experiencing homelessness tend to congregate to, and they wanted to help those people out. Most importantly, McCoy hopes to keep this project going every single Thursday, and if you would like to donate to help The Rebirth accomplish this goal, well, we have ways that you can. Just head on over to our website, woodtv.com, and click inside that story, and you'll be able to find links to help out The Rebirth. And that should do it for us today for another edition of the Daily 8. I want to thank everybody so much for tuning in. We will be back again tomorrow with 8 more stories that you need to know for your Tuesday. I'm Phil Penarski, and we hope you all have a great rest of your day.